Hi there, welcome to the channel WinIQ. Today we are commemorating the World Wetlands Day, that is 2nd February 2023. So this is on behalf of Ramsar Convention on Wetland Conservation. As the Secretary General of the Ramsar Convention on Wetland Conservation, Dr. Musonda Mumba says that this year's theme of Ramsar Wetland Day or World Wetland Day is restoration of wetlands globally. Now, the decade that is between 2021 and 2030 is called as World Wetland Restoration Decade, as we'll be meeting the targets of Sustainable Development Goals. Now, when the discussion comes to wetlands, what is a wetland? So, this is any land area which is flooded by water either temporarily or permanently. The water body either is natural or artificial or human-made. Whether the water body is fresh water, salt water or marine water, and whether the water body is inland, coastal or marine. So, concerned with the wetland definition of Ramsar Convention 1971, any land area which is a fen or a marsh or a peatland or any area, whether it is artificial or natural, fresh water, salt water or marine water, natural or human-made, temporary or permanent, including marine environments whose depth at the lowest tide doesn't exceed 6 meters can be called as a wetland. Now, these wetlands are of multiple types. So, what are the types of wetlands we have? Number one would be inland wetlands. Inland wetlands are like your marshes, lakes, rivers, peatlands are the inland wetlands. Second type of wetlands would be your coastal wetlands. Coastal wetlands are like saltwater marshes, estuarine regions or estuaries, brackish waters or backwaters, your lagoons, mangroves, salt pans. And then the third type of wetlands would be human-made wetlands. These would be in the form of fish ponds or rice paddies or salt pans. So these are the types of wetlands we have. And what is the significance of wetlands? So these wetlands are considered as those areas where land and water meet, which are considered as the arteries and veins of the planet Earth. Often, philosophically and poetically, these wetlands are considered as kidneys of our Earth, which perform significant and critical functions like the restoration of water balance of the Earth's crust, purification of water, protection of coastal areas, and home to a wide variety of biological diversity, that is, a wide variety of plants and animals. Approximately 40% of global plants and animals live in wetland regions. So this is a very brief introduction about wetlands. So what seems to be the problem concerned with these wetlands, and why should globally we should resort to conservation or restoration of wetlands? Now, more than ever, 90% of global wetlands have been either degraded or have been lost, either because of human interventions, that is in the name of developmental activities by humans, or because of disasters like climate change and other types. Now, there is an urgent need and critical need of conserving these wetlands in order to conserve biological diversity. So in the last 50 years, more than 40% of global wetlands have been degraded and are on the brink of losing them permanently. So the wetlands are being destroyed 3 times faster than the forests are. So there is an urgent need to conserve them, says Dr. Musonda Mumba, who is the Secretary General of Ramsar Wetland Convention. Now, so we know what is wetland, and we know the importance of wetland, and we know what is happening with the wetland, and then what can we do to conserve these wetlands. Now, the Secretary General of Wetland Conservation calls upon all human beings on the planet Earth and all respective state governments globally to resort to the restoration programs in the form of, number one, increasing awareness about wetlands, and then taking responsible decisions to conserve and minimize adverse impacts on wetlands, and performing local advocacy programs in order to utilize the wetlands in a more wise and sustainable manner. So what is wise and sustainable manner here concerned with wetlands? So many human communities globally are either directly or indirectly dependent on wetlands for their livelihoods. So, without adversely affecting the livelihoods of communities globally, we should protect wetlands at the same time receiving the benefits we have been receiving all these years without permanently destroying or degrading the very quality of wetlands. So, this is wise and sustainable use of wetlands. So, to restore, to conserve and to protect global wetlands, we have an international convention called as Ramsar Convention to conserve wetlands and for wise and sustainable use of wetland resources globally. What is this Ramsar? Ramsar is the name of a town in the country of Iran. In 1971, all global leaders met in the country of Iran in the town of Ramsar and signed an agreement to protect wetlands globally in order to conserve not only the soil, not only the water, but also all the life forms which are either directly or indirectly dependent on water. So these wetlands are critical ecosystems and are home to a wide variety of endemic flora and fauna. So there is an urgent need of conserving, and this is the time which is more important than ever to take those efforts further. Hope you understand what wetlands are, what is their significance, why should we conserve them, and what are the international agencies and efforts to conserve them. Even when you look at globally, there are more than 2,400 Ramsar wetlands recognized under the convention, and in India alone by January 2023 we have 75 Ramsar wetlands in India. So, considering all these factors, wetlands and wetland conservation and restoration of wetlands becomes not only an important element in the day-to-day lives of individuals, but more important for exam-going students, especially for exams like UPSC Civil Service Preliminary Exam and various State Public Service Commission examinations. Please give your feedback in the comment section below, and do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel for further interesting and motivating content which may be of great value to you. Please subscribe to the channel WinIQ. Thank you.